Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Lore and Loot Morrowind. Today is a very special episode because we are starting a new character. Our heroine and favorite guildmaster, Nephthys, is taking a little bit of a break, and we are starting a new character. And since Nephthys was such a combat-heavy character, although she did say some, have some spells and use some magic, she was for the most part a melee combatant. So I decided that I was going to switch it up somehow. I didn't know if I wanted to play a thief. I didn't know if I wanted to play a mage or an archer or something like that. But it was suggested to me that I do a Telvanni mage. So we're going to be starting a new character today, a new hero that we're going to follow as he goes through the House Telvanni questline. And we're going to be playing a high elf, an Altmer. I have never played an Altmer in this game. I've played Altmers in. I dabbled in Oblivion, but never in Morrowind. So we're going to be playing a high elf named Kaladolf. And yes, I am live.
Even last night's
I figured to start off this episode,
reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
It would be nice to do it live for a few reasons, which I'll get into
Quiet.
soon.
Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Yes, sir. So, high elves. High elves in House Telvanni. It's going to be interesting. House Telvanni is unique. It's a bit of a difficult one to get into.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
No need to get rude. Here we go.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Thank you, sir.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Alright, time to pick High Elf. So, High Elves. That's a face only a mother could love. We're going to change that. Let's find our face first. I kind of like that face. I think that's the one I might go with. And let's change our hair as well. Because that hair... I think I might go with this one. It's a little more distinguished. I think that's the one I want. High Elf. Let's take a look at what makes a High Elf a High Elf. First, we have our specials, and then we have our skill bonuses, okay? Now, House Telvanni, I'll go ahead and tell you this now. We'll go over it again later. But House Telvanni, like every other faction in the game, has favored skills. Those favored skills are Alteration, Conjuration, Destruction, Enchant, Illusion, and Mysticism. And you will see that all of those, with the exception of Mysticism, is here in the skill bonus that High Elves have. Trade Alchemy out for Mysticism and you would have the full set. So, we have pretty much a good starting point for advancement in House Telvanni. Now to talk about the special attributes. High Elves have a Magicka bonus, meaning that your starting Magicka is going to be 1.5 times your intelligence. That's pretty high. Okay? They have a weakness to magic, unfortunately, of 50%. That's pretty bad. They also have a weakness to fire. Additionally, on top of that, a 25% weakness to frost, which is not great, and a 25% weakness to shock. However, they do have a 75% resist disease, which is nice. Now, there are ways we can mitigate these weaknesses, but having this bonus to your initial magicka pool is going to be important for us because we'll be able to cast some of the more expensive spells right out of the gate. So we're going to pick High Elf. We're going to pick these. We'll pick our bonuses once, our Constellation Birth Sign bonuses once we get inside. And you can
Great.
see
I'm sure
we're
you'll fit
quite
right
tall.
in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Now you'll notice that High Elves don't have any combat skills, which is a bit of a problem.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
I'll go ahead and pick out forms myself. Alright, so we're going to specialize in magic. Our favorite attributes, which House Telvanni has as well, is intelligence and willpower. So that's what we're going to choose. Remember, intelligence determines your maximum amount of magicka. And your willpower determines your ability to resist and maximum fatigue. Okay, major skills. We do want the bonuses that we already have. So we're going to pick the ones that we already have for an even bigger bonus. So we're going to pick Alteration. We're going to pick Conjuration. I'm just going to go alphabetically. We're going to pick Destruction. We're going to pick Enchantment. And we're going to... No, we're not going to pick Enchantment. I want to pick Illusion instead. And I'm going to pick Alchemy, which is a sneak... Wait, there it is. So I didn't go alphabetically at all. Alchemy, because there are going to be some potions that we can make that are going to make the game easier for us as a mage. As far as minor skills, I'll go ahead and pick... I will pick Mysticism. And I'm going to pick a couple of... combat. I'll probably go with... do I want... I was kind of thinking... I was kind of thinking Short Blade. So we can have something to defend ourselves in case we do run out of magic. So I think I will pick that. I think I want to pick Light Armor. Because I think we'll probably wear at least like a chest plate or something. We could also go unarmored, which could help if we just want to use magic exclusively. Use some shield spells or scrolls or potions. Ooh, I might live to regret this. I'm going to go with unarmored. Believe it or not, I'm going to pick Speechcraft and Mercantile as my last two. Can I... Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, as far as the class, what do I want this to be? I think we're going to be using a lot of destruction magic. I've played this class before. It's a made-up class that I had. It's Red Mage. Just because I like you know, destruction. The icon for destruction is red. We'll be doing a lot of magic using, so I'll go ahead and pick Red Mage as my class.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
And this is the tricky part. We can pick... There are a few of these that are more magic-oriented. The Atronach, spell absorption 50%, which is not a bad decision. We can absorb 50, and this is, I believe, active at all times. Stunted Magicka means that you have to, I believe Stunted Magicka. I want to say it means you have to, I think, if I remember correctly, I wish I had looked this up first, but I believe it means you cannot rest to regain your magic. You have to use potions. So if you rest normally, you would regain your magic points. I believe that stops that. So you have to drink potions to do that. But you have spell absorption, which re-ups your magic. So there's the balance. And it increases your magic by 2. That's 2 on top of what you already have as an Altmer. The Apprentice is basically the Altmer all over again. Weakness to magic and fortify maximum by 1.5. The Mage is a modest increase. It's not terrible, but the Ritual is okay. The Tower allows you to open things, yeah. I think I'm going to go all out. I think I'm going to take the Atronach. I have never done this before either, because I think this is too much normally, but I'm going to make it work. We're going to make this work. I think it's going to make for an interesting playthrough. So, let's pick the Atronach, Stunted Magicka, fortify maximum magicka by 2 times your intelligence, and spell absorption 50 points.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
So we are Kaladolf, the High Elf. Our class is Red Mage. Our sign is the Atronach. Look at those magic points. Amazing. We're at 60 intelligence. Not bad at all. Our restoration is 10 and our enchantment is 20, just because we're high elves. Everything else is pretty magicka bonus. We come with the following spells: Shield, Water Walking, Bound Dagger, which is nice since I did pick Short Blade. So we can bound a dagger. We can summon our Ancestral Ghost, which is not that unique. Firebite on touch, not bad. Chameleon, 10%, not great. And Sanctuary, 10 points for 30 seconds is not bad. So our shield plus our Sanctuary might come in handy. Water Walking is always useful. And so, yeah, not a bad set of starting spells. Our health is not great. But those... Whew. Alright, folks. We are done here. Not bad destruction and alchemy skills. Those are going to come in handy, like I said. Alright.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Okay. Let's take that.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celisgravius.
All right. So we're done with that part. Now, typically what you do here is just kind of loot the place. I'm going to take a few of these things. Let's take a look. We've read this book before. Where is the Atronach? One of the mage's charges, season sun. That season is sun's dusk. Those born under the sign are natural sorcerers with deep reserves of magic, but they cannot generate magicka of their own. That's what I thought. So we'll go ahead and take this book to sell. Go ahead and take this silver. I don't think I want those. I will take the knife just to have something. I'll take the lockpick. And I'm going to try to pick this lock. Yeah, get out of here. Where are you, lockpick? All right. And the reason you do this, honestly, is to get just a little bit, oops, a little bit of starting gold, so you can equip yourself properly. Basically do this every single time I play. You just come in here. Okay, there's nothing worth stealing. Sometimes there's stuff worth stealing in here. I mean, even if it's just 1 gold, I guess. I think that was okay. Okay. Like I said, it's not much. And it's probably not worth stealing. I think this is... Oh, yeah, this is Flynn. Definitely take the Flynn. Silver. Silver. Take the silver. Yeah, this will fetch some okay... This will fetch some okay... See, okay, we'll talk about alchemy later, but the higher your skill, the more effects you will see when you hover over an item. So every consumable has effects. Some of them only have 1, like this one. Some of them have 4. But you'll see that because we have a high alchemy skill, we can see more of what these things do. All right. We'll, of course, be taking all of that, like we usually do. Okay. Let's give him our papers. Uh-huh. Okay, there we go. We got some gold.
What's this about?
And we can be gone. Okay. Let's go ahead and
Hurry
give
this up, will you?
Fargoth his ring back. So he'll like us. And now his friend Surreal at the shop will also like us. We are very slow. High elves are not fast folk. They are not athletic, as you can tell. But this guy's going to like us a little bit more because we are high elf. We helped his friend, etc., etc. Let's go ahead and barter. We're going to sell basically everything that we have. Ooh, Drowax. Not bad. Do I want to sell everything? Yes, except for that. Oops, not the gold. Alright, he's pretty much ripping us off. This is worth way more than that. Let's see if we can get 400. Oops. Even 400 might be not enough. Ah, That breaks my heart. Alright, that's fine. What magic does he have? This might not be a bad decision. I think I might take one of these just to get out of a tight spot. And we're gonna definitely want some restore magic. If he has any, he does not. I'll take one of these too. And as far as weapons, I'm going to do something a little bit better than this rusty dagger. I'm going to take the silver short sword, as a matter of fact, because it is silver. See if we can get away with like 175. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. No point arguing. Alright, so we're okay equipped. We are unarmored. This is fine.
See something you like?
Okay. We still have 343 gold left. So what we're going to do is we're going to head straight to Sadrith Mora. And join House Telvanni. This silver short sword is already damaged. He sold me a damaged silver short sword, which is a little bit annoying. We're gonna head over to Balmora, which is cheap to get to.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
And then we're going to use the guild guide to head over to Sadrith Mora. And from there we will join House Telvanni. And we can begin our adventures from there. Show you how to join the house and where we're going to get our quests. And like I was saying earlier, House Telvanni is kind of unique. Most factions have other factions that they like. So when you join a faction, people might like you more, people might like you less. For example, if you join the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild members will like you by 1 or 2 points more. The Imperial Legion might like you more. House Redoran might like you more. That kind of thing. House Telvanni is unique in that joining House Telvanni
So what do you want?
does not have that positive effect on anyone. If you join House Telvanni, everyone dislikes you more.
Go ahead, stranger.
The factions that... So House Lalu dislikes you more, and House Redoran, which is normal. The other houses don't like each other because they're rivals. So those make sense. The Imperial Cult, which is the Church of the Nine Divines, like you less, which, you know, that can make sense too. The Imperial Legion like you less. The Tribunal Temple like you less. Okay. The one faction, though, that likes you the least after joining House Telvanni is the Mages Guild. The Mages Guild and House Telvanni have a big rivalry
Speak,
in
traveler.
Vardenfell. And by joining House Telvanni, or vice versa, if you join the Mages Guild, House Telvanni feels the same way about you. But your disposition with members of the Mages Guild will drop by 3 automatically. Which is, I like that. I like that a lot. So, it gives the world a more organic feel. We'll be going through House Telvanni in depth, probably
Speak, traveler.
next time or the time
Go
after
ahead.
that. So I'll give you some of the more important characters of House Telvanni. You have the Archmagister, who is Gothrin, and you have counselors. You have Arion, Tharana, Drotha, Neloth, and one extra one that we'll meet later. But over here in the, I guess, what is this? The northwest section of town, up here by the water, overlooking the boat, you will find the Sadrith Mora Telvanni house, council house. By entering this area and then opening the door to the council house itself, you will come into a room with a bunch of folks standing around this giant crystal. These people are called mouths, and they basically speak on behalf of their counselors. So we'll go ahead and start with left, and we'll go right, and we'll talk to all of them and see who they are. This is Felissa Lesson, who is the mouth for Mistress Tharana. Now, what is a mouth? I am a mouth in House Telvanni. I speak the words of my patron here in the Telvanni Council. Mistress Tharana, tell me about her, please. She is my patron in House Telvanni, and I am her mouth. She can be difficult at times. Be very careful if you must speak with her. Okay. Next, we'll go to Raven Omain. She is the mouth of Mistress Drotha. She is my patron, and I am her mouth on the council. If you have personal business with her, you may find her in Tel Mora. Malam Rion is next. He is the mouth for Archmagister Gothrin. Yes, Archmagister Gothrin is my patron. If you have business with him, you may find him in Tel Arun. Next, we have Arara Uvalus. She is the mouth for Master Neloth. He is my patron, and I represent him on the Telvanni Council. Master Neloth lives in the Tower of Telnaga, here in Sadrith Mora. What do you want? We'll talk to her again later. I believe Master Neloth is the guy who will give us the majority of our quests in House Telvanni. The mouth of Master Arion, or it might be Arion. Well, it's one of those two. I don't remember. He is my patron. He lives in the new Telvanni city of Telvos. I actually think it is Arion who gives us the bulk of our quests. And then there's an empty slot here. Interesting. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy again and see if we can join House Telvanni, which is an option here on the right. What are you here for? Do you have a question? Perhaps you wish to join House Telvanni. Yes, you may be a worthy candidate. Would you like to join? Yes, I would. Are you certain? Remember that once you join, you cannot join any other great house. There is a glitch where it should be fixed in the game if you have it patched, but there is a way you can join a Telvanni and another house. Not important though. We're not going to be doing that, but there is a glitch. Perhaps you would like to hear our rules. Sure, let us hear the rules. We entrust all members of House Telvanni to use their own judgment. If you steal from another Telvanni, but still live, then clearly you deserve whatever you stole. Murdering your opponent by magic or treachery is the traditional way of settling disputes. If you win, then clearly your argument has more merit. You may be expelled as in any other great house, but most Telvanni will not care or even know about it. Does this appeal to you? Oh, yes. I am eager to join. You are now a member of House Telvanni. Welcome, hireling Kaladolf. When you are ready, speak with me about your chores and your advancement in House Telvanni. We can go ahead and talk to him about chores and advancement, but we're not going to do that this time. We're going to save that for future episodes. Today, we just created a character, and we joined House Telvanni. And we will begin the in-depth exploration of the house in the next episode. I also, since we'll be spending quite a lot of time here in Sadrith Mora, I don't remember if I did a complete guide to Sadrith Mora. I believe I did.
Haven't I heard of you?
But I will make sure, if I did not, we will do one. We'll do a full, incomplete guide to the entirety of the city. This is Tel Naga, the tower here in Sadrith Mora. The Telvanni, like I said, are unique. They don't, they're all spread out all over the place. They don't really talk to each other. The counselors kind of are all rivals. There's no such kind of cooperation between them, which kind of was, referenced when we were joining. If you kill someone, so be it. If you steal from them, well, if it's yours, it's yours. If you want it, take it. But anyway, we'll get way more in depth with all that stuff as we progress through the story. We'll also tackle some side quests that are here exclusively in Sadrith Mora. Things that we didn't do with Nephthys, because it probably didn't seem appropriate to do it with a Fighters Guild member. But anyway, this is our character. This is what we've decided to do with ourselves. Join the Great House Telvanni and see how high up the ranks we can make it. Progressing with magic is a lot more difficult than progressing with combat skills and that sort of thing. You really need to practice your magic. Like, literally, you need to practice it. You need to just cast spells. It's kind of a cool way to play the game if you really want to role play a character. I've done it before. I did a mage. He joined the Mages Guild, and it was a lot of fun because I would stay up and I would literally practice my destruction skills. Not my destruction skills, because I have to hit a target. My mysticism and my alteration and stuff like that. I would practice them. I would cast levitate. I would cast invisibility for illusion. Do stuff like that. But we'll get all more in depth into magic, all of the schools of magic in this game, and all that stuff in future episodes. Since we're doing a magic-based character, we'll touch a lot more on those topics with future episodes. So, for now, just thank you for joining me for this episode of Lore and Loot. And next time, we'll begin our journey as the newest member of House Telvanni. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you then.